welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble and I'm here with your readings for March the 19th, is it? Yes, through March the 25th. Now I was going to kind of put Pisces to the back of the line, or queue as we say, so to speak. However, they do have one more day left, so I'm going to let them be first again this week, because it's not fair for that last person or those people that's birthday is on the 19th. So happy birthday to those on the cusp, and we're going to do your reading first. Now, first of all, I would like to do the astrological report for this week. On the 20th, the sun moves into Aries. Now, Aries is the beginning of the astrological year. So this is the first sign of the zodiac for astrologers, and it's the spring equinox. It is the start of everything. So we really will feel that shift of saying goodbye to Pisces and saying hello to Aries. Now, at the same time, Mercury and Venus moved into Aries, and they are actually getting very tightly close together in Aries on the same day. So it's going to be about finances, it's going to be about communications with that, it's going to be about love, communications, relationships. It's a really nice kind of energy on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, we have Mercury going retrograde. Now we're already feeling it because we're in the, it's in the shadow of that energy. So I forget what day it actually goes direct, but we'll talk about that later. So it's usually around 3 weeks. So we have this, so it's very important not to sign documents, not to start anything, even though on Tuesday, it's this kind of urge to spring into action. We're going to feel very light. We're going to feel excited about starting things. And if you've already been working on something, fine. That's okay. And definitely make plans. Now, it's really important with astrology that we co-create, right? And the best thing to do when Mercury is in retrograde is to organize, is to clean out old stuff, is to, declutter your mind, is to meditate, declutter. It's very important to kind of work with that energy. You'll get a lot done because people say, I can't get anything done, it's Mercury in retrograde. But if you work with the energies, you'll get a lot done. Now, on Friday, Venus goes square to Pluto, which is not a very good aspect. Pluto is, kind of the underworld, the shady. It's kind of what's going deep on inside secrets. And Venus going square to Pluto, we could find out secrets about our lovers, or, maybe find someone that's not been very honest with us, or we haven't been honest with ourselves about the relationship we're in, or so it's not the best energy ever. But having said that, things could come to light that we need to know. Something shady going on in terms of our partners, and we could be moving out of a relationship or moving into a relationship. It's very death and rebirth, so it's about change as well. And also we have the sun in Aries going in a moving into a challenging aspect to Mars in Capricorn. Now, Mars has been playing a big role. People have been very frustrated, have been, snappy, irritated. It's very important not to react during this time. And we're going to have that urge to react. So it's important to kind of breathe and then hold back, think before we speak. Listen, the energies, astrology is about the energies that are coming in, and we can co-create with the energies, so we can use these energies to our benefit, especially when we know that they're coming in. So we know that, look, people are going to push our buttons. Perhaps we're going to be irritated, we're going to be a little short, we're going to be a little wanting to burst out and say inappropriate things perhaps, but it's important to really kind of not react, but respond during this time. And if we're aware of it, we can avoid the pitfalls. Or when we do act out on it, go, aha, no, I knew that. Why did I react like that? So anyway, guys, I want to really thank you. I want to thank my patrons who support me, and they're my biggest fans, and I really appreciate them. I have started a Patreon page, guys. If you would like to become a patron, show a little bit of love. It's not a lot of money, it's a little bit, and it would really help me put out more content, because I have all these amazing ideas, and it's just about getting them out there with the right equipment, the right software. And I have these tiers of rewards. So check out my Patreon page. There are some public posts, and then there are things on that page that I just put out for patrons only, so they get all these wonderful things. And you can suggest, go to my Patreon page and suggest different rewards. I'm very open to constructive criticism and brilliant ideas. What would you like to see as a reward if you became a patron? So guys, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, like it, share it on your social media, comment. I read every comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. Mwah! And let's go to your cards. Hello Gemini, and welcome to your reading for March the 19th through March the 25th, and it is Sunday. We're in that new moon, and it is emotional for me. Anyway, this is a general reading, so if you would like a personal reading, the information will be below, and it's also for your sun, moon and rising. That will be below in the show more section as well. The links to the other videos will be. So your first card, guys, is the Four of Cups. Now, look, you can see he's got the cups down below him that he's not really paying attention to, 3 cups, and he's just looking at that cup just out of his reach. It's almost like, you know, it doesn't matter that he's got 3 cups, it's just the one that's out of reach that he wants. It reminds... Oh my God, it reminds me when I was really young and I had 3 dates with 3 different guys, and 2 of them were calling me back and wanting to see me, and the other one didn't. And I didn't really have a good time with the other one, but that's the one I wanted. You see? We want what we can't have, right? That's not really available to us. So when this card comes in, this is saying, look, come back into the present moment. Look around and see what you have. Look at the blessings in every moment. Just, you know, this is a waste of energy. It's like when you're daydreaming a lot, which is very, you know, Neptune in Pisces, right? It's very like, oh, you know, and just getting lost in thought. And recently, really, my meditations, it's 10 minutes before I can even quieten the mind. It's just, you know, all these, you know, it's the monkey brain, as we say in meditation. It's like that there's no relief from it sometimes when that mind's going round and round and round. So I always think that when the Four of Cups comes in, that we're being asked and directed to come back to the present moment. Breathe in. I had a moment like this morning when I was walking the dog, and I was, you know, daydreaming, thinking, oh, you know, I don't have this, and, you know, my friend didn't call me back, and it was just like, this is what I hear, wow, 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 wow. And then I looked down and I saw Sparky, and I was like, oh, I've got Sparky. And then, you know, the phone rings, I'm feeling good. It's just an illusion. We have this an illusion of separation sometimes. And most of our dreaming, right? Lucid dreaming, when we're daydreaming, it's an illusion. So come back to the present moment, breathe and be present. And look at what you have. Count your blessings, right? Because when you start to count your blessings, your energy shifts, your vibration raises. Because when you're in the wow, 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 feeling sorry for yourself, right? I play, every time I find myself going there, I have programmed myself to play wow, 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 so I can laugh at it and come out of it. So the next card we have is the Empress, right? And the Empress is this wonderful, incredible, creative, manifesting Queen of Queens. And she's got these brilliant ideas. She's pregnant with incredible ideas. This is a really good time to meditate because these ideas and these inspirations are available to you. And this is a great time. You can manifest it. This is saying, look, the magic is there. She's sensuous. She's magical. She's manifesting creative energy, right? So also it's interesting because, you know, Mercury's going retrograde. And we're feeling that energy now. I am definitely feeling it. I had some issues with editing earlier videos, and I edited it wrong. I repeated something. I put two pieces together that were, you know, and I just inadvertently heard it and tried to re-edit it. Anyway, electronic stuff, all that stuff is going to kind of go out the window. So a great thing to do is to focus on creativity, right? When you are focused on creativity, that's a connection to source. We're channeling source when we're being creative. That's like you're so in the moment. You're so engaged in creating something, right? That you're not thinking about the future. You're not worrying. You're not lamenting about the past. You're so in the moment creating. So the next card that we have, darling, is the Sun. The Sun is shining on you. What a wonderful card. So this is interesting because what's clarifying this is balance, right? Balance. This to me is like being a team player. So it's about taking everybody's opinion into consideration and balancing things, not negating something out of the gate. It's like you've got to kind of bring everything in, weigh the pros and cons, take what works for you and leave the rest and keep it moving. And just balance your life, balance your home life with your work life, and try to balance nutrition and exercise. I mean, you're asking to bring things into balance this week, right? Because the sun is shining on you, and you could be, you know, I'm all that in a bag of chips, right? When the sun shines on you, you're the star, darling. You're the star of your own. I've just realized I don't have my glasses on. No wonder I can't. Oh, I can see. This is also saying, take your time, right? Take your time this week, because when balance comes into a reading like this, it's saying that there's no need to rush, right? Don't rush to make any decisions. We shouldn't be rushing to make any decisions anyway. So we need to kind of take everything into consideration, as I said, weigh the pros and cons, and then come out with what you feel is the best solution. And then, darling, okay, things are really looking great for you, Gemini, but you really need to be in the present moment, because you're going to miss it if you don't. Now, you have the Two of Cups, and this is like the Lover's card, right? However, in this case, I really think it's treat people the way you want to be treated. It's about compromise, you see, because this is also compromise. This is about being a team player, taking everybody's opinions and thoughts into consideration, letting them know that you're doing that, because it's so easy to say, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. You know, it's so easy to say that when you think you've got the right, I'm getting, keep your ego in check. That's what I'm getting. Keep your ego in check this week, because you're going to feel amazing, right? The sun's shining on you. This is treat people the way you want to be treated, with kindness, compassion, love, and respect, right? Reflect yourself in others. What you put out, you will get back. And you have the 6 of spring, darling. This is like public recognition. This is, you're going to really feel appreciated and loved, and that's going to be shown publicly. So this could come in the form of your boss saying how wonderful you are, clients, if you're self-employed, saying how amazing you are, maybe giving you reviews, because it's a public recognition, right? So if you're in the office, it could be in front of people, or you could get a raise or a promotion. That's a public recognition. If you're a stay-at-home mum, your husband could say how much he appreciates you in front of the children. The children are saying it. You know, it's that kind of thing. It's public appreciation at the very least, right? But this is like really being celebrated. So you're going to really, so the sun is really shining on you, darling. You're really feeling celebrated. And the only thing is that you need to come out of your head, out of the clouds, right, and into the present moment, because this magical manifesting energy is happening right now for you. Just keep it balanced and keep your ego in check, darling. Balance. Take your time. You know, go forward. I know it's exciting. There's some time, you know, especially we're going to feel that excitement of spring and of leaving Pisces and coming into Aries. We're going to feel that energy. It's hard not to feel that energy. And then Mercury goes retrograde. So bring your ego in check and stay in the moment. All right, Gemini, thank you so much for tuning in. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week. To inquire about or purchase any of Mary's services, please email mary@liveinthesolution.com.